For your halftime entertainment, we celebrate the 43-year reign of the Speed Metal Kings, Metallica. With 9 Grammy Awards and 14 nominations, 38 concert tours worldwide, and 11 studio albums that span 4 decades, the Titans of Thrash remain the standard by which all other metal is measured. We begin with a 1984 classic from their second album, For Whom the Bell Tolls, followed by the 1992 tour anthem, Wherever I May Roam. And then, let's turn down the house and light up the stage with the Auburn University Marching Band and their show, Metallica.
Wednesday nights are here, and we are excited to be back with you for Auburn Family Night. We had a week hiatus off, but hey, man, it's good to be back. Let's get into it. This is the show where you take center stage. Your comments, your calls, your questions, and topics, all that's coming up right now. War Eagle, everybody, welcome back to another edition of E2C Network Live, where we get together, we sit down, we discuss and share the Auburn experience, all about Auburn sports, Auburn culture, Auburn family stuff. An easier way to say it, though, is if it's orange and blue, it is what we do. So thank you so much for joining us in what we're going to be doing this evening here in our live Q&A time on YouTube, Facebook. I almost said one of the things, but I messed it up. It's been a minute, right? We get off for a week, and then Kyle gets a little bit out of sorts. It's Auburn Family Night, our Wednesday night show that we've been doing since the dawn of time, the granddaddy of all the E2C network content that we've ever done, the show where you, the Auburn family, the audience, takes center stage. We have no agenda tonight. You have the agenda. We have no plans. You have the plans. You're going to take us where you want to go. You're going to talk about what you want to talk about. We'll go in the live chat. We'll go some of the things that I have in my head this evening as well, if we need that. Hopefully y'all can keep me out of my own head. But we also would like to take some of your calls tonight as well. But let's start off the show, first off, by acknowledging our sponsor for Auburn Family Night for the next several weeks and months. Back with us again, BarnerSupply.com. Down there, you'll see one of their newer logos and designs that they have, the Barner Supply logo. You have heard from them before with us, and they make some great apparel for you to take control of that term that the Alabama fans try to somehow use against us, but it's actually a great heritage to us as the Auburn faithful. So do not be ashamed of it. Barn hard. Shop with Barner Supply at BarnerSupply.com. And in fact, check it out, boys and girls. We're going to be slipping this bad boy on in just a second. Brand new Work Hard Work. I believe in Work Hard Work hat, and you're going to be seeing me wearing that a lot here lately. It's my newest collection of their stuff tonight. So thanks to BarnerSupply.com for sponsoring Auburn Family Night for the next several weeks and months. We're excited to have them here. Now, let's get into you guys, right? This is about you, after all. We're going to be talking about your comments, your questions, your topics, all those different things. You guys are already popping those in for us here. Go ahead and drop on into the chat where you're watching from tonight. If you're in Auburn, across the country, wherever, just give us a little hello. War Eagle, we got several of you that are already doing that for us this evening and checking in with us, but let us know where you're watching from, all that good stuff tonight. We got people from across the country checking in. We're going to get into 1,000 different things. One of the options that you have to take advantage of this evening is the call-in link. So that is now going to be open, available for you right now. The best way that you can take advantage of the call-in link is through YouTube. It is pinned to the top on YouTube right now. If you are watching at one of the other platforms, you should be able to access it on Facebook by scrolling through the comments, the live comments, but it won't be pinned up there. If you're on X over there, you're going to have to come over there if you want to take it. I would highly recommend that you give it a shot tonight. It is a great time for you maybe to spend a little bit more time expounding upon what it is that you want to discuss, things like that. Why is this thing doing that now on me? Everything's all over the place tonight in Auburn Family Night. The screen is like all the way down there. I don't know what to do with that. Give me a second here, guys. We've got something going on in the chat here that is just not going to serve us well at all. I may have to actually pull up a separate stream here so I kind of know what is happening this evening. You guys are already getting in line for the call-in link too. What on earth transpired here. Basically, let me pull the curtain back for you guys a little bit. It has basically made the screen so small for some reason on my end that I can't really see what's going on. So I'm gonna have to pop in here twice. There we go. Hang on just a second, guy. Let me try something. Ooh, hang on. All right. Okay, I think we finally may have figured it out. Give me 1 second here. My goodness, it is off to a rough start tonight in Auburn Family Night. Let me see why everything is just out of whack on my stream tech tonight, and it's doing that again. Oh my goodness, why is it even doing this? Okay, y'all are just watching me fumble this show away. Let me try one more thing to figure this out. I know this is making for a terrible show, and don't you love technology when it decides to things unbearable for all of us here. Give me 1 second. I think we can fix this really quick. Kyle just cannot touch the thing again, or else it's going to mess up for the rest of the night again. Okay, let's try that. On stage, there we go. I think we're good now. Wow. Oh, that is frustrating. Okay, so basically, I'll tell you guys what happened there. I tried to adjust the screen so I could see things a little bit better, and it basically shrunk the screen down to like this. I could not see any of my controls or anything. I have no clue why it's been doing that lately on my format, but hey, it wouldn't be an ETC network show if we didn't have a little bit of technical difficulties. So do not touch the screen, Kyle. That's what we learned tonight. Anyway, let me get started here. We've already got people lining up in the chat, and a lot of you are asking questions, so we'll probably take a few of those first because I wasted a bunch of our time start off the show. Obviously, anything's fair game, sports, culture, family. We've got baseball and softball in full swing if you want to talk about that. All the spring sports, too. We've also got basketball we can discuss. I know there's not a lot of good feelings there right now. There's always something to talk about with football and spring right around the corner. Plenty of other things that we can get into tonight. There is a baseball game ongoing right now, so obviously I do have it up in the corner here so we can keep track of that and see how that's going. But I'll try my best to pay attention to the majority of the stream and not be looking over here the entire time. Okay, I am just now getting myself and my bearings underway here. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. Sam says the TikTok censorship is over. I am free to talk about the press. Sam was having some trouble getting some questions answered about the press and basketball over on the TikTok stream we do a lot today, and it was frustrating him to no end. Unbeaten Lake says, remember in 2017 when we played 8-23 Missouri in the tournament? We beat them 4 days earlier, but for whatever reason, they could not just miss a 3-point shot. That's how this entire season feels. I want to, for a second, let me address what Unbeaten Lake is talking about right there. I think there's missing conversations about this Auburn's playing bad defense thing. And I do think coaches even said at times they have played some bad defense, especially against the 3-point. But for whatever reason this season, Auburn is just running into people on their just anomaly of 3-point shooting nights. Even Oklahoma, we had Oklahoma fans join the show last night in the live chat for the post-game show and talked about, they showed us the stats. We don't do this. Like, what happened tonight? I was like, you ran into Auburn. That's what happened. Like, they played bad defense at times, but you also were making shots, highly contested shots from way far back. It's infuriating to watch that continue to happen. It's mind-boggling. To say the least. All right. This is from the Aubinator. Kyle, honest question. Do you think we make the NCAA tournament? Joe Lenardi said we are 11th seed and the last team to not play for the first 4. To be honest with you, I really don't think about it until the season is over, essentially, because you can't answer that question without the full body of work. I know that's the boring answer, and I know it's not the answer that you wanted, but it's just the way I think. And I know it's probably not the correct way to think. I truly don't. I go off of what the quote unquote experts are saying. The experts, as you said, one of them has us in. I think our resume is impressive. So that's all I can focus on right now is what seems to be the conventional wisdom. Sam's checking in from the dining hall. We got Montgomery checking in. Pelham checking in as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. And we're almost caught up here, and we'll get to our callers this evening. Hunter says, did you enjoy the gray jerseys our baseball team debuted recently? I knew you will disagree, but I wish we would do the same colors and concepts in football as we do in baseball. Super clean and unique. I'm not you know how I am on this, Hunter. Like, shouldn't shock you. I'm a traditionalist. Uniforms are perfect. They should not be changed. What you do in the other sports is fair game. Football uniforms are perfect. There is nothing better than that helmet right up there. There is absolutely nothing better than that helmet. Nothing better than the jerseys. It doesn't get any better than that. Our resident Bama fan is in the house. Good to see you, Micah. The Auburnator, if we go 2-1, we'll be in, I think. I just don't want to watch the NCAA tournament without the Tigers. I don't care how this season is. Listen, I know that you have become used to it, and it will feel foreign if they're not in it, but I am a humongous fan of March Madness. What an incredibly interesting play that was. This is going to be a hard show to do because I'm distracted right now. We traditionally don't have baseball games on Wednesday night, but man, I love March Madness, regardless of whether Auburn's in it. Auburn being in it just makes it that much sweeter. All right, they have been patient. They waited through my shenanigans at the start of the show with technical difficulties. They waited to let me catch up in the chat. And let me do this before we get started tonight. Y'all going to see my baldingness here. See that right there? And then they got the sticker on there as well. You can see it right into the screen now. Brand new hat from barnersupply.com. The I Believe in Work, Hard Work hat. I told you I was going to put it on. That one goes to the side. We're so thankful for Barner Supply for supporting Auburn Family. And yes, I am going to leave the sticker on it for you guys tonight. Let's get going here with our first caller because it has been a wild and crazy one. What's going on, Kevin? Speaking of hats.
War Eagle.
War Eagle, buddy. How you doing tonight?
Jaquez Hunter.
Yeah, Jaquez Hunter. Could you cut your volume down? Yeah, the volume on your phone. I can hear myself. It's really bad. You need to turn your phone volume. There we go. Well, I still hear it. Try it one more time. All right, Kevin, why don't you try to call back in again? And let's see if that fixed it. We may have also lost Kevin there. I don't know. He's frozen up on me now. What a show to start off with. We go off for about a week or two, and this gets crazy. All right, Kevin, I pulled you off right now because it is you're going to have to either call back in and try again because all I can hear is feedback, and I did not realize my voice is that annoying. So I'm so sorry for all of you that have to watch this show. So try that again, Kevin, if you want to, and we'll try to get you in. You did get the first call of the night though, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, Mr. Brian, sorry I didn't give you a warning, but you're in, sir. What's up?
Okay, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all?
No. Hang on one second. I got an idea.
Tech issues everywhere. Goodness gracious.
Is that
crazy one? Now I can hear myself in your background too. And you're really delayed on, or that's I can hear what I was just saying to Kevin.
Now I can hear myself in your background too.
Yeah, well, what I tried doing was I tried to listen to it on a different device. I'm going to log out and I'll log back in and see if that works.
All right, there we go. We'll give it a shot. Wow, what a night. I think I gave everybody the technical difficulties bug tonight. So we already had two callers and both had some technical issues this evening. Maybe it's me though, so no shade thrown at them whatsoever. I did not have this in my bingo card tonight. The amount of issues that this was having. Okay, Brian's back in. Let's see if this gets us better. Can you hear me now, Brian?
I can hear you.
Whew.
It's beautiful.
That was a rough start to the show.
Sure was, my man. Sure was.
We're here though. What's going on?
Not much. Just a Wednesday night without basketball, I guess, and
yeah,
I'm home and can actually do this. So, I did have a question for you about that 3-point shooting that you were talking about.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, one, I do think we're going to make the tournament. I think
it's a conventional wisdom right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we will. Yeah, I mean, crazier things have happened. It's sports, but I think we'll make it. And I am not critical of our coaching staff or any, like, I'm very happy with where we are and the direction we're going, and to think that we were going to repeat what we did last year with one returning player just probably wasn't going to happen. And that was a magical ride. But is there a reason all these teams are having success three-point shooting that's not just a coincidence? Is it something in how we're playing defense or in how we're defending the three or defending the rest of the floor or something? Is there a reason why they're having that kind of success? Any thoughts?
Coach has talked a lot about our closeouts not being strong enough or consistent enough on defense in the three-point defense. And I think you can see some of that there. I think the easy thing that you're going to hear a lot of fans say is picking on certain individuals, and picking on is not the right word, but it's just the first thing that came to my head. So like Keyshawn Hall is probably, he's not been known for his defense since he's been here. I think there's been some situations where he's been caught maybe lacking a little bit at times in those particular areas. So I think there's some things that you can point to, because what I don't want people to hear, as I tried to state very clearly there, the ability of these teams, even the ones that don't shoot the 3-point well, can so well against Auburn. There's a full body of work there to say, okay, it isn't just a fluke at this point. There's something
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There's something going on there. However, when you're watching some of these circus shots from well beyond the 3-point arc go in with not even like a desperation, like ease, like they're just shooting them. It's just weird. And a lot of it is because these teams have seen the same thing that we're seeing.
Right.
Auburn's susceptible to the 3-point. Start
shots, filling it up. Yeah.
Yes. Start shooting from far back there. And then they're getting confident. And then they're like, the scouting report was right on these guys. And then they're in the flow. So yeah, it mainly has to do with what Auburn is not doing. But you also got to just look at the situation and go, how does this continue to happen? Like, it's just, some of it can't be helped, because I've seen great 3-point defense, hands in the face, not even jumping up into him, because that's happened a lot too. We've given up a lot of 4-point opportunities, at least.
Right.
And they still go in from way back there. So it's frustrating, because it's like when you do well, it isn't enough, but when you don't do anything, it still isn't enough. So it's like you can't win.
Well, and some of it is confidence. I mean, my analogy is, as a golfer, is like all of a sudden you start making some putts, all of a sudden the hole gets bigger, and you start making threes in basketball, the hoop gets bigger, right? It just starts snowballing on top of itself. So anyway, that is a phenomenal hat.
Love it. You love it?
I just absolutely love that hat. I know it's not Auburn related, other than the IOC chairwoman is from Auburn. Did you, as a guy from the South, watch that hockey game on Sunday morning?
I did. I'll be honest with you. I did not.
Honestly,
I caught the highlights. And as you saw, Austin and I talked about it this week. And
I haven't watched it. But
okay. But we discussed not the game, but just, relating Auburn back to it, how much we want the Auburn club hockey team to have more prominence. And we discussed where they should be located. Because they currently play in Columbus, 45 minutes away.
Okay. All right.
And it makes it very difficult to go support them for,
Is there an indoor sheet of ice in Auburn?
Why couldn't there be in a certain
there could be. I'm just saying, is there?
There is not anything that there might be. I don't know of it. And I would imagine they would have already utilized it.
I would think so, yeah.
There's a certain vacated movie theater next to the mall that is ginormous in scope of its footprint that I think would work very well.
But fit? All right.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah. But I didn't watch it, and so but I've seen all the clips, the highlights, and obviously big fan there.
It's just it got living where I live, and the championship dearth we've had here. I think we're the city with the longest run of no major championships. My friend started, I was like, when was the last time your team actually won it all? Like, you won this game and then there was nothing else to play for. And I was like, Auburn 2010. That was, that was for me. And they had to go back to 1991 and the Twins, but sorry to all the Braves fans, but but it's just fun, when that happens. And it, I guess in an Auburn way, made me think about like how close we were in basketball last year and how we need to get back to being close in football. We just do.
Some would say we were close.
Well, no, I know we were. I mean, absolutely.
I know.
2013 we were close. 2019 we were close. I mean, 2017 we were close. Like, but it's been 5 years now, man. Like, we need to get back to. I miss those days. I miss that feeling. I miss being in Jordan Hare, and it matters because it's gonna get us to here. Like, we need. I'm confident we're gonna get back there, and I'm hoping that this is our guy. But yeah, I just and every reason to believe he is. Just that it made me realize I want that back really, really badly, for Auburn. So
when you've been
Yeah.
through the wilderness such that Auburn has with football, it magnifies a lot of the other areas where maybe things aren't living up to what you want it to. So the
Right.
basketball season, I think, is magnified a little bit by you just came off of one of the
Final
great,
Four run.
arguably the greatest team of all time in Auburn history. There's a debate there to be had. I still think there's a recency bias that we need to let some time pass before we officially crown them in that
It's
way.
debatable, though.
It is debatable. It is a fair debate to have, especially when Charles Barkley not only calls Janai the greatest player Auburn has ever had, but also the team the greatest player.
Okay.
So that's straight from the guy that I think has those qualifications. So you magnify that with some other things that just haven't gone Auburn's way. It feels like I understand what you're saying here. There's this itch that is getting really, really difficult to stand amongst the fan base.
Yeah.
And I feel you. I'm right there with you.
We need to scratch it, right? We need to be good again. And go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was saying we need a salve or something for it. Just to
something. Well, the salve I think is called winning.
Yes,
it's called beating Georgia. It's called beating Bama. It's like that's the salve.
Yes,
so,
it is. Yes, it is.
That's the salve. So no, I'm it gets me this time of year, and you start to. I don't want to skip everything else, but I'm very hopeful that this fall we do turn that corner on football.
Absolutely. Now, am I remembering this correctly, Brian? That you asked recently, maybe it was either here or somewhere else, that maybe were you considering coming for spring?
For A-Day?
Yeah.
The date. So I am a big golf nerd, and I don't go to the Masters, but it's the best, man. You go from March Madness to the Masters is a pretty good month of sports watching.
Mm-hmm.
And A-Day the last couple of years has been on the Saturday of the Masters, but it's not this year. So it makes me want to go just because I love going to Auburn. You think it's worth going to?
So the only reason that I would say I won't say it's not worth it, but not as worth it, is because there's nothing else going on except that. However, they are plussing this one up, meaning it is a traditional game. The band's going to be there. There will be and Tiger Walk's always been there.
Right.
For the most part with A-Day,
but a real Tiger Walk.
This will feel a little bit more traditional, right? We're going to play a game. We're going to have the band. We're going to have Obby. I'm sure the cheerleaders, the dancing. Whoever is prepared to be there in a traditional sense, I would suspect that. I'm just going to throw this out there, Brian, too.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we don't get an Eagle flight too. So
that'd be pretty cool. Is that not a normal part of A-Day?
It is not a normal part of A-Day. Now, maybe they have a couple of times, but I can't tell you the last couple of years that they have done that. Not to mention that not last year, but a couple of years before that, it was like either rain, very cold and windy, and last year was like perfectly fine. So hopefully we'll get the sweet spot with weather and all that this week. I think if you can come down for other reasons too, which Auburn's a big enough reason in of itself, but make the trip.
Yeah. And for me, there's good golf. There's lots of stuff to do.
Absolutely.
I just love being on, but there's no baseball or softball or anything else that way.
No baseball or softball. So the way they have pitched it, they said, we are calling this A-Day week. And then basically there's nothing happening that week except for something on Tuesday. Everything's happening the weekend before it.
Okay.
What that did for them, if you just look at the way the count, it avoids Easter and the Masters, which they've always conflicted with.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why they put it on that weekend. I just have always valued the full Auburn weekend. Exactly.
You value the full of the Auburn experience.
It's almost like that's a slogan or something.
It is or something. Yeah.
But I think even the weekend before that, they're having a track and field meet, and so I'm just like, we're missing it here, man. We're missing it here.
No, but I would. It's Probably 70% yes. Just because I
Well,
think it'd be a blast.
we'll see how strong the itch gets for you. Before,
Well, it's always there. It's just something else.
yeah,
You know.
I hear you.
I have a very busy April, but that actually is free right now. So maybe I just need to pencil that one in. All right.
If nothing else, it's a very nice, like it'll be an easy weekend other than that. So
Absolutely. And that is the best helmet in college football. Do not ever change it for anything.
I agree. I know we're just like killing Hunter right now, but
I know. And maybe I'm old. Well, I am 52, but like I like blue, white, like the Stormtrooper on the road. I don't like the 42 different uniform combinations. And the Gophers do it up here. And I get that the kids love it. So I mean, if the kids love it, it's not about me, it's about them. But I would, man, I'd hate it. I really would. I'd hate it, but
I hear you.
I wouldn't like stop loving them, but I would hate it.
It would something that you'd have to learn to love or learn to like deal with in that sense. Like,
Yeah.
But I just think that everything that happens with that uniform already is perfect, and we don't need to change it. We don't need to be Oregon. We don't need to be anybody else. And to me, it's a gimmick. But again, it's not going to stop me from loving Auburn if that ever happens.
1,000%. Couldn't say it better. All right, man. War Eagles, good to see you.
War Eagle, thanks for calling.
Yeah, bye.
Awesome. We worked through some technical difficulties there. We've got our next caller almost ready to go here, so we'll try that again in just a second. Again, we'll remind you of our friends barnsupply.com. Please do check them out. Wearing some of their cool gear tonight. Links should be right there in the top of the description. If you need those links as well, I will drop them in the chat when I can here, or just DM us, email us, and we can help you shop with them as an affiliate of theirs. Obviously, we do get supported through that. So if you want to buy some of their gear and support a great Auburn company, you're supporting us too. Yeah, your feed might be behind by just a few minutes. I noticed that for a couple when Brian called in earlier, his feed was a little bit behind, which was odd to do. The commercials that they run through YouTube on there, they do set people back a little bit sometimes. So that does happen. Hunter said the left side of my body got toasted at 8A last year. Yeah, you got to make sure that you're rotating, right? You got to lean into certain ways to keep the sun from beating down on one side. If it's a 2 p.m. game, I think is what it is, that sun will be pretty still high in the sky. So you're probably best to be on the west side of the stadium with it over the top of you. So maybe it just beats down on your bald head if you got one of those. Yeah, it is. Okay. Looks like trying to make sure I didn't miss anything else in here that we haven't talked about yet. I have a gripe with the NCAA basketball. The jump balls, especially towards the end of the game when they just grab at it to create a jump ball, seems kind of counterintuitive. This must be a Bama basketball thing. I haven't really thought about it all that much, but hey, I mean, there's plenty of things that we can gripe about in every sport, right? All right, let's get our next caller on the line. He's been patient. Let's see if we've got those technical difficulties worked out. Mr. Kevin, how you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
That is much better. I cannot hear my annoying voice anymore. So that's well done, sir. Thank you for fixing that for us.
I think my favorite player for Auburn football this coming season is Deshaun Spencer.
Deshaun Spencer, the wide receiver?
Yeah, and Byron Brown and Bryce Kane.
Well, you're just picking all the favorites there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, there's probably a lot.
And I think when they have the A-Day game starts at 2.
Yeah, I think you're
right.
And
what time does Tiger Walk start?
Well, they haven't announced that yet. Like, there's been no day of events announced that I'm aware of, Kevin. But certainly, when we find out about that, we'll share it on social media, and we'll also share it in the podcast as well.
I think softball team plays that weekend at home too.
I could be wrong, Kevin, but I am 99% sure that nobody else is playing at home that weekend. Everybody is all the spring sports are playing. They're just away that weekend. So I could be wrong, but I am 99.9% sure nobody else will be in Auburn.
I know the baseball game playing tonight.
Well, they're playing right now, Kevin, and unfortunately, West Georgia is beating your Auburn Tigers right now, and they just hit a home run. It's the top of the 8th. The Auburn's down to its last 6 outs. So the midweek games for Auburn this year so far not going well.
And I think we will beat Ole Miss and LSU and Alabama in basketball.
I had
Finish
no
the 3-game winning streak.
I had no doubt that you would believe that we were going to win them. Listen, you are the king of optimism, and I appreciate that about you. And I think you're right that we could potentially win the majority of them there. Winning in Tuscaloosa is going to be difficult. You should be able to take care of business against LSU.
How about that? How about
Ole Miss is difficult too, though.
Kevin Overton, how many points he had last night?
25?
Yeah, 25. Yeah.
I can't remember if that's completely right, but I felt like it was 25. Yeah, Kevin Overton's one of my favorite on this team.
And I like Kingshaw Hall.
You like Keyshawn Hall?
And Pettiford.
So you just like everybody is what we're getting at tonight. I had no doubt. So I don't know that there's an Auburn Tiger that you don't like. So will we see you at 8A, sir?
Yes.
Okay. We got to make sure that you come say hello at Tiger Walk. I keep getting teased with this. I'm going to get to see Kevin, and it hadn't happened yet.
After the 8A game, they're signing autographs.
Well, then that should get you there 100%, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can make that happen this time, because I'd love to meet you in person.
I might wear this hat.
I bet if you wear that hat, I'll be able to pick you out of a crowd somewhat easily, at least, if there's
and
a
number
crowd
4, Tank Bensley jersey.
Take Bigsby?
Yeah, Bisbee. Yeah.
You're gonna wear his jersey there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you might. I don't know who number 4 is on the team right now. I feel like I should know.
Hey,
that.
do we have somebody wearing number 4 on either offense or defense?
That's what I was just saying. I don't know off the top of my head. We'll have to figure that out so you know who that you're repping actually on the team this year. Okay. All right, sir. Well, tell me this. How does well, I know what you're going to answer this. What seed in the tournament will Auburn basketball be based off of what you think about it right now?
Number 8 seed.
Number 8 seed. Okay. Hey, listen, the way things have been going right now, I'll take that number 8 seed and take it to the house. So I love it, sir. Well, it's always good to hear from you, buddy, and I appreciate you sticking with us through those technical difficulties.
Okay, War Eagle.
All right, War Eagle.
Bye.
Thanks for calling. Bye. All right, we did it. We finally got our callers in that were waiting very patiently. Again, thank you guys so much for that. I honestly don't know what was going on and why this new thing is happening with shrink. Like it's still much smaller than it typically is, but it's weird. Doesn't matter though, because we're here. That's what's good. All right, what else do you guys want to talk about? Put that in the chat. Let's get to some other Auburn comments there, and then certainly. You have the phone lines available to you tonight to call in. Don't be shy. Utilize those. Even if you just want to pop in and say, hey, and get used to those type of things. I know it can be a little bit unnerving to either be on, you can be on camera, off camera, all those different things. We'd love to hang out with you some more. Let's see. Micah says, on the topic of big games for Auburn and Bama, the last time Bama and Auburn played as ranked opponents was 7 years in 2019. I'm guessing this is football related because that 1 versus 2 matchup in basketball happened last year. Yeah, I mean, that'll happen when you get rid of a coach you didn't need to get rid of and you struggle mightily for the majority of the seasons. I'll say Auburn will be between an 8 and a 10 seed somewhere. I think that's a pretty safe bet at the moment, Micah. I've seen some people put them in as an 11, which would mean that they're one of the last 4 in, have to play in games, which I don't know that. Has Auburn not recently, but has Auburn in the Bruce Pearl era, did they ever have to do a play-in game? I don't think they did. I could be mistaken on that, but I don't think we've ever had to do that one. Alabama needed G League assistance to beat Auburn during a rebuilding year. Yeah, I mean, there is something to that, There's something to that. All right, Sam and Steven are gonna get mad at me if I don't drop this in here. They're like two compadres. Everywhere they go, they are together and like in sync. So got to give them credit. They want to know what's going on with the Five Guys spot because Sam was what we're talking about is downtown Auburn. There was the Five Guys restaurant that has since been closed. And actually, I talk about this a lot because I remember that Five Guys going in and going to it the first couple of days and weeks and how crowded and hyped up everybody was about it. And just like a decade later, it's gone. Well, a little bit more than a decade. But that has been closed for a while. And I don't know of anything that's going in it. Whataburger's also got it didn't last long downtown. I think, unfortunately, it just seems that location is doomed for most establishments. Listen, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but my assumption it is very expensive to hold that corner building downtown and maintain it. I'm just curious if there's another use for it that isn't necessarily primarily to be like an eatery or a traditional business. I think that should be almost a museum. And there's a certain individual that I think should work with that thing, if you catch my drift, if anybody knows what I'm going with on that. What cool amenity that the city of Auburn has that isn't well known to the Auburn faithful that doesn't live in or what is a cool amenity that the city of Auburn has that isn't well known to the Auburn faithful that don't live there? So he's saying malls, parks, food, sites. So, yeah, I mean, there's a long list of those things that we could get into. The places that I'm going to send you first are going to be a lot of their natural areas, the Arboretum, the Chihuahua State Park, I think you pronounce it Crayer Nature Preserve, where I actually did a lot of some of my classes. I did like a study out there that I had to do for a project and stuff. Like there's great places if you enjoy that type of stuff to go experience that. Like we did that when we took a spur of the moment trip this summer, stayed at the Auburn Hotel and just spent the day enjoying Auburn and went to Chihuahua. Like we really had a good time doing that. There is the Gouge Performing Arts Center, which they do a variety of things in. They have plays, they have concerts, they have lectures, they have seminars, they have comedy shows, and there's a new amphitheater that'll be opening up soon there where they'll do even more things. I think some community events too. Right across from it is the art museum. If you want to go see some stuff over there, there are like various small little museum-y things, especially at the university. You can go see that if you want to learn something and be educated. You could also, I bet you could, request to go take a tour of the Auburn Raptor Center. So there's a lot of those things there that if you, interested in that type of stuff too. But, and I bet you can schedule a campus tour too if you want some of that. And there's plenty of places to eat all over the place, all kinds of that kind of stuff. So I'm missing a bunch of stuff, but those are some of the things right off the top that I would suggest. I don't know if Five Guys struggling is necessarily the main reason it went away. It is. Look, let's just all do the math. Like, imagine how expensive prime spot in downtown Auburn is. So even if you aren't struggling, you got to be making a lot of money to maintain, which is why y'all all need to be supporting Roni's downtown. This is free advertising for them. When I discovered Roni's in downtown Auburn, we got to make sure that thing survives because I love me some Roni's. Who doesn't love mac and cheese? It's awesome. So I'm opening up a museum is what you're saying. E2C HQ is incoming. So let me just put this to you guys. If you've been on a show here with me and Clint Richardson, we have openly joked and talked about that we would love the concept of a museum of Auburn's uniform history, and above it would be a podcast and content creation studio that I could operate out of, and that'd be our headquarters. We cannot afford that in downtown Auburn, or at least on the corner of what used to be Bodega, which used to be the Vault, which used to be Pyology, which used to be now Whataburger. I would love to have a headquarters downtown. I would love to have a headquarters in Auburn. And in some ways, that may be more feasible than others in the coming time, but we're not moving to Auburn anytime soon. We need to get Kyle a short bus with his logo on it to act as a mobile broadcast. Booth? Is that a word? I don't know that word. Believe it or not, Hunter, I have actually looked into what it's like to rent, purchase, because I would love to have something that I just drive into town and have a studio inside of it and can double as especially like sleeping there like a tailgate or something like that. But that is still out of my budget right now. I would love that. A prime spot in any big city is worth a pretty nickel. I agree there. Imagine the bills of a prime spot in MSG in New York. Yeah. If you played your followers in College Football 25, I'm sure the money would flow in. Nah, I like I told you earlier on TikTok, I can't even get into my account right now for some odd reason. I was wondering if like booth was like a new word I wasn't aware of, Hunter. Booth. There you go. There you go. It would be kind of like the war bus or whatever it's called, but slightly smaller for easier parking. Yeah, listen, I what you're selling right now, I have long thought about and I have investigated, and it is not, unfortunately, an option at this moment because it's just not something I can afford. The Auburn Tigers, by the way, if you're keeping along, just got in their second run of the game in the potential end of the 8th. Apparently someone was called out at second, but they got the run in, but they're calling for a review, it looks like, to see if this man was safe. It would be huge if he was, just so that you kind of know what's going on. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. Ooh, that's close. They're going to have to slow that one down, but they're using the actual in-stadium broadcast thing right now, so we won't be able to know. Isn't there a podcast that uses a full bus? Yeah, I think so. People are pretty creative these days with these types. At risk of self-promotion, today is my 5'9", the big 5'9". Happy birthday. Is that what we're saying? Happy birthday, WT. Happy birthday. Is that what I'm getting right here? Well, congrats. And I'm glad that you announced that here. We always want to know those types of things so that we can wish some happy birthdays out there. There's no shame in self-promoting your birthday there because we're not going to know unless you tell us, right? So there you go. Happy birthday to WT, and thanks for being such a loyal friend and follower. Okay, we are at 42 minutes. We have covered a lot already. What else do you guys want to talk about? There's plenty of baseball. There's plenty of spring football talk. We've done a little bit of basketball, and I know that's not the most fun topic right now. But what else? We've hit a little bit of the culture stuff already too, with some what to do in Auburn type of things. What's going to happen with some of these downtown spots? What else do you guys want to talk about while you're thinking about that and posting some of that? Consider calling in tonight. We'd love to hear from you. But also, I want to remind you again of our friends at barnsupply.com, making it tonight possible. Check out their gear that they have there. If you want the work hard, I believe in hard work hat, you need this one. This is a hat that people will know definitively that you're an Auburn person. This is an Auburn slogan. This is an Auburn way. This is an Auburn idea. Ooh, is that guy safe? I don't know that he is. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Sorry, I know this isn't great TV when you guys don't have the footage there. It's difficult to tell whether he gets tagged before his foot bends into the bag. This is at second base. If he's called safe, the inning continues, which would be huge. Ooh, slowing it down. It's hard. Okay, that might be where it is. I think he's out, unfortunately. Yeah. I think by the skin of his teeth. 17. Who is that? It's by the skin of his teeth. Anyway, let me get back to you guys over here and stop paying attention to that. Hunter says, I'm a football guy primarily, but it feels early to start the conversation on that for most people. Now, we can definitely talk about some of those things there. There's just not people mainly want to focus on the speculative stuff on that, and it's there's just not much to go off of that, to be honest. We're going to talk about how we're going to be, or we should be pressing to start games. I mean, hey, listen, you're an Auburn student, Sam, and you got better access to Coach Pearl than I do. That's probably not true, but I should see you there, letting him know what you think about that. I feel having Auburn Family Night fall on my birthday is a gift in and of itself. Well, that is kind of you to say, sir. The fact that you're spending it with us is a gift to us. Probably not so much to you because you should be out celebrating, but we appreciate your commitment to this. You have no problem with us, with me calling out what's in the game. Well, I'm just a terrible announcer in that sense. I did have someone long ago say, yeah, you should do play-by-play. I'm like, I get too invested in what's going on and won't communicate effectively what needs to be communicated. But in case you're wondering, Auburn is down 3-2 going into the ninth inning against West Georgia. Poor Alvarez, who's been our starting pitcher for these two games, he's not been given much help. Ryan Hetzler looks like he's coming in as the pitcher. Hunter says, I have not watched any baseball. Has our team matched the preseason hype? How do we look overall? Well, overall looks are hard to give you an adequate look at that. But so far, besides the conclusion of this game, the bats were very quiet to start off the year. And then they got going last weekend. We have beaten two ranked and well thought of teams in Florida State and Louisville. We lost to Cincinnati. And if things don't turn around here in the bottom of the ninth, they will be losing to West Georgia, which will be their only two losses. People roll their eyes at me when I tell you this. I don't care what the season is. The outlook of anything is about how good you might be. These midweek games for baseball, college baseball, are tricky because you just don't know how good these teams might be. There's a lot of good regional baseball played a lot of these places, but also Auburn's not giving its pitchers a lot of help in the midweek games. Excuse me right now. Can you tell me I'm a little tired? All right, let's see what we got here. Everyone is just in a defensive mindset as soon as the possession ends. Hod especially gets more steals if he's in the press. Maybe so. Let's see. Baseball, at least for me, is one of those sports I love watching when physically in attendance, but I find it very boring while watching on TV. I think if you're really into the sport, it's not as boring on TV, but I can see that. To me, this team or this program, being an Auburn Tiger sports fan, it's never a dull moment. So you should always tune in because you just don't know what's going to happen. I mean, right now they're either setting you up for great disappointment versus West Georgia, or a big exciting ending again, which would be really, really nice. But yeah, I would tune in though if you haven't to this team. No matter the ups and downs, they have a lot of talent and it's shown up already. Let's see here. Watching the SEC tournament is fun. Well, you'll get that in a couple of weeks. Let's see here. This is from Country Cutie. Says, I feel like the players do not respect Stephen Pearl as a coach. One game, it's kind of out of the blue too, so I'm trying to understand the context here. One game, Tahad turned his back to him when he was talking to him. Our seats are close to the bench, and they eye roll and do rude things. Well, let me point something out to you, Country Cutie. Could it be possible that you are looking for those things more? Because I think you said our seats are close to the bench, so you've got that you're looking for those things more because you're watching body language more, because you're watching for things, what's going wrong. And when things were going great, you're mainly just paying attention to what's out there on the floor and stuff like that. I can assure you that type of stuff happens a lot because we live with a generation of youth, but I hate saying that because I'm not that much older than them, but where people are just rude and disrespectful and behind backs people a lot. Now, I will tell you that I feel like this team's cohesion as a unit probably is a little lacking at times, and there are frustrations that happen from time to time. But to say that they don't respect Stephen Pearl, I think is a misnomer. I think they have spoken very highly of him in public, and sure, they can lie, but that's on them. Then at that point, we can only go off of what they say. Certainly, what they do matters as well. But I think we also can't just take these little bitty moments of and make that a big overarching thing. That's just my take on it. You don't have to agree with it, but I think also sometimes in these type of moments, we're looking for things that are going wrong when they were happening all along too. Let's see here. Hunter says, I keep it a buck. Half the time my boss says something to me, I would love to roll my eyes and have rude thoughts in my head. I think that might be thought of too deeply. It may or may not be. I mean, maybe there's something there. That's just my opinion of what was shared. I don't really know. Hunter, excuse me, this is WT talking to Hunter. I love baseball because it's so stats intensive. It just hooks my OCD for stats. Red Sox are my pro team. Kyle got me hooked on AU baseball. That's what I'm here for. It's what I'm supposed to be doing, right? The youth these days, right, Sam? I sounded so old when I do that. The true test of how much they respect SP is that not a single one has left the team when he was made head coach. And I think that's a fair point. But also to the point of what Country Cutie was trying to say was that's the then, this is the now, right? But just because you have bad moments doesn't mean that overall you don't respect coach. Right now, there are a lot of frustrations, and you're going to look for ways to vent that out, right or wrong. Let's see. Oh, Evan, good to see you. And we always get forgotten about, but we're here for you. You just got to remember, make sure that you have the subscribe bell hit or subscribe button hit and the notifications bell. It should let you know when we go live. Micah says body language can tell miles, though. Kyle, how the team feels slumped through shoulders, tired faces, defensive, dismissive moments. Yeah, it can tell how they are in the moment, but not necessarily in the overall scheme of everything. And I think we look for those things more when we're trying to find answers for what's wrong when some of that maybe have been going on all along. The ninth RQ. I don't know what the RQ is. Maybe the ninth inning. But in case you're wondering, yes, we are heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ryan Hetzler at 94 miles an hour just struck out the last batter. And we are heading to the bottom of the ninth. Do or die time, right? Real quick. See, I'm old. See, Sam? Subscribe, didn't have notifications on. Now you know. Yeah, so here, let me just do a little quick reminder for you all on the YouTube side of things and ways that you can continue to help us continue to grow and stuff like that. Like content, it helps off of engagement, right? Like you guys being here doing this, huge help. And I hope that you're getting the value that you give us in that as well. Subscribing is key. Notification bells and showing up when those go off is key. Not everybody can show up every time we go live, but as much as you can, engaging here is great. When we post videos, it's important that you guys drop a comment, get the conversation going. You know, we usually try to drop you a question based off of that video. Responding to that is helpful as well. Smashing the like button here. And we do post some clips from like the podcast a lot, but there are some things that are outside of that we post too. If you can engage with those things, those are very helpful for us as well. Okay, Hunter got a question here. Do you think the light and fireworks shows that debuted at Jordan-Hare this past season is only the tip of the iceberg? I was extremely impressed with our atmosphere this year. Really gave it a facelift. So it was the first year of the partnership with Musco Entertainment, I think is what they were called, which is the group that provided their system for synchronizing and running those lights and lasers and fireworks, timing all that system together. So I would imagine in a first year, you can't get everything right. So maybe tip of the iceberg is a bit of stream, but are they done yet? I don't think so, is what I would say with that. But I agree with you. It was very well done. I mean, one of the most viewed videos we have on our YouTube channel is of that fourth quarter show because it lived up to the hype. And then so I literally got done watching it and it was like, okay, that lived up to everything. Like that was cool. I think everybody felt the same way. We are down to we're 1 out, 2 outs left. And this is going to be a very disappointing loss and send the fandom into a tizzy again. I never hit the bell icon. YouTube always puts E2C at the top of my selections, even when the show is 3-4 days away. But it does help us if you hit the bell icon. I promise. I know it seems like overkill, but they register that type of thing. Sam says they were doing something with the lights earlier today. Sam, I'm going to guess. I'm going to step out on a limb here. It's probably related to recruiting. They could be testing something. I don't know, but they've got people recruiting in for visits all the time, and they'll even for like a handful of those, they'll do all the stuff. Cheering as well. That could have been some sound pumped in from that, or maybe there was an event going on there that we're not sure of. I know next week is the War Eagle Run Fest. It's like a 5K, I think, or something. And maybe they were testing out the sound system to utilize because they finish at the 50-yard line, I believe. Lots of booing now. I don't know what booing is. Let's see what else here. They must have shown Kyle. Gonna have the baseball catastrophes now just because of one bad game. Oh, they came out after the Cincinnati game. After the Cincinnati game, it was pandemonium. Like between Auburn losing the midweek game in basketball, the way football has been and that, I mean, it was a pessimist's field day. When some people are just living miserable lives when you never hear from them except when they complain, and it was their field day. Oh, you're in the park. So Sam is live from the park. Sam, why aren't you calling in? Let's get a feel for things over here, man. Like we need to hear from you. Let's get a call in here. Click that link. This is your night, my man, to take center stage. I actually can't remember how well the signal is up there. I think it's okay, but you should do it. They're going to come out again too early for that. Oh, I think I know what's about to happen based off of that comment. I think I'm a little bit behind in the stream. Sam is the parking lot live reporter. Yeah, I think I actually might be. Oh, I'm way behind in the stream. Let's see what happened here. Is that it? No, oh no, I'm not too far behind. There's only one out, one person on base. Maybe Sam's withholding because he knows some stuff. You doing a live TikTok after baseball? Potentially. I need a little break after this, so we might do it, but I'll be a little bit tired after this. We might just stay until either this ends or goes to extra innings or whatever, and then see from there because we're already there. Oh, look, there's Sam. Oh, Sam, let's get Sam in here live from Plainsman Park. Parking lot. What's going on?
What's up, Kyle?
How you doing?
Oh, good.
See, this is going to be the problem, Sam, because you are ahead of what the TV is showing us. So I'm watching you.
All right.
This is going to be terrible.
I won't spoil it.
But we can also hear the ping and stuff like that too.
Oh.
So
yeah, he just grounded out, but the guy got the second.
Okay, yeah, you are really far ahead. So yeah, if y'all don't want to know what happens, don't listen, I guess.
Oh shoot, yeah.
No, how's it all look out there tonight?
It's a lot more full than I thought it would be. There's actually some people out here.
Well, they had Loretta the camel out there tonight, so I know that's got a lot of people hyped up to meet a camel. Did you go meet the camel?
I did not. I saw it was advertised. I had the flight block, but I saw like a lot of people took like it was on everyone's Snapchat today. Everyone took a picture with the camel.
Yeah. If West. Oh. Uh-oh.
Go! Oh!
Hey. Hey.
Hold on, I
Now.
won't tell you what happens.
Hold on. Hold on now. This is terrible because what he just watched something happen live. I can't tell if it's good or bad, but there's still a lot of noise coming from over there. I'm taking it's probably not good, so we'll find out here. Just here we
where
go.
are you at in the game?
Okay, they just had the base hit and tie. Okay, tie game.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got
yeah.
it. Tie game. Okay. Oh man. So I heard the pop of the crowd from your phone, but it sounded almost like an exclamation of like dog, like doggone it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was worried about. So we're good. We're up with you now.
Man, everyone's on their feet now.
There you go, man. We're doing this live. So tell us can you show us? Can you pan a little bit and show us where you're watching from?
How do I back ultra wide camera? Back triple camera. Oh, here we go.
What an interesting show. Oh, you're way back in the Plainsman parking lot. There must be a crowd out there tonight.
Yeah, I didn't want to what's it called? Have them all like talking like while I was on the thing.
Well, we appreciate you trying that. You're getting a lot of love for doing this for everybody, Sam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like everybody's loving this right now.
Man.
So have you attended a baseball game yet this season?
This season, I have not. The last baseball game I went to was actually the Savannah Bananas game in the park here.
Oh. So did you do the lottery for that?
I did. I had to do a lottery, and then I think it was like $30 or something. It wasn't too bad.
Okay. What do you think? I mean, was it worth it to go to the Savannah Bananas game?
It was. I mean, I'd never seen a Bananas game before, and I'd seen them on like socials, obviously, like TikTok and stuff. It was cool.
It looked like Bub Terrell had the most fun of any of the Auburn players that game. So I wish I could have been there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the players looked like they were having fun. The players were definitely having fun.
Yeah. Well, guys, I mean, we've got Sam here with us right now. So if you have a question for him, drop it in the chat. I can pose it to him. I think he's doing his best to. Oh, okay. Hold on. Sam's got something for us. I don't like the look on his face, though.
Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Okay. I was about to say, Bub Terrell is up to bat, though. So this has got to be good, though. I actually updated my stream a little bit to see if how far behind I was, and it caught back up. But I mean, there's a good 30-second. I see. Pass the ball to second. Okay, runner in scoring position. Got it. We just got it live. We just got it live.
Oh, he's safe. Oh,
we got it. Oh, there we got it live.
They're rushing the field.
Well, Auburn win. Auburn wins.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Okay, for those that are not watching or catching this in the replay, we're behind right now. Bub Terrell is at bat, man at second. He just hit it into left field, dropped in for a hit, and there's a play at the plate, and I wonder if they're going to review that. Sam. They're storming the field.
Is it close?
They're reviewing it, Sam. I saw him throw up the things. Yeah, they think they've got the out. That was close. And I wonder if they're going to get fined for rushing the field.
Oh, no.
So everybody hold tight. Everybody hold tight here. It's going to be a minute.
Everyone's saying safe. They're all saying safe.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see if they show us on the TV real quick, Sam. I don't know, Sam. He got that glove down right in front of him, so it's going to be whether or not he got underneath that glove. Oh man. Oh, we're getting some feedback too. Okay, here we go. Let's see. On the TV right now. Give me a second. He is safe. They is safe. Sam, are you still there? Oh my goodness. I don't know if rushing the field is the same in that way, but looks like we finally lost Sam. All of the connection went out on him, so we'll take Sam off the screen and see if he comes back in. But there you go. Auburn is still under review on the TV right now, but that replay shows that he's safe. Based off what they showed us on the screen right now, I'm okay. Here we go. Here's the call. Safe. That's it. Ball game. Auburn wins. There you go. I don't know that we have had a live stream going of something not related to this and got to watch the baseball game and how it was going to end, or even a game and see a reaction. We even got it live here from Sam. That was awesome. Okay. Well, that was fun, everybody. We are over time. We have gone as long as we can here. So you guys give us some last minute comments, questions, topics to round out the show here. And we'll do that. Once again, I want to remind you of our friends at barnersupply.com. You've been seeing me wear some of their gear. There's their logo down there in the bottom of the screen, the bottom right. They got other designs and logos and concepts of cool graphics and gear. If you'll use the link that is in our description on YouTube, I'm going to try to post the link for you guys here as well, if I can make sure that I can get to it in time for you all to utilize as well. If you shop with them, you're supporting a great Auburn business, but you're also supporting us as an affiliate of theirs, and that would be very much appreciated. That's a great and easy way if you just need some new apparel to be able to support them and us. And we appreciate them sponsoring Auburn Family Night for the next while here. We have very much enjoyed partnering with them in that way, and we're looking forward to continuing that here for the foreseeable future. Now, a couple things here for reminders for you for the rest of the week ahead of streams that we have. We do have a post-game show, Auburn Ole Miss. I know those aren't the most fun things for you guys right now, but we are going to continue on with them, Auburn and Ole Miss. We hope to see you there. The Auburn Experience live podcast recording 164 is going to be there this Sunday, 9 Eastern time. Join us for that. We'll definitely be talking about this one on that particular game. And Austin was there tonight, y'all. So keep that in mind. Auburn versus LSU. Post-game show next Tuesday as well, and that'll be the second to last one guaranteed of, at least regular season wise, of the year. So y'all better get in on them, because they're going to be over before you know it here. Now, I cannot for the life of me, there it is, I finally found it over here. We're going to put the Barner Supply link in the chat for you guys to take a look at some of their gear and stuff like that. It's in the description, but we want to give you ease of access to that and put that in there for you guys this evening. So shop at barnersupply.com. Okay, a couple things before we get out of here. His phone died. Well, I'm glad we got it in when we did. WT said, take that, Boo Birds. AU baseball wins. When you thought they were done, never give up on Auburn. Absolutely. Yes, this is the same Sam from TikTok. And yeah, a lot of love for Sam tonight. So thank you so much for your service tonight, Sam. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. I, again, apologize for the technical difficulties I was having. Some of our callers were having technical difficulties as well. That's not their fault. It's just what it is. But we appreciate your patience. I really do enjoy this show in a very special way, because of its longevity here, but it's just the ease of which I do the show. I show up and you guys create the show. So thank you all for making Auburn Family Night so special. Thank you to Barner Supply for supporting us in this endeavor as well, and hope you show them the love as well too. We're going to head out for the night. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and happy birthday to WT on the way out. As we go, I want to remind you, the Auburn Creed asks you to do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. We ask you to do the exact same thing. War Eagle.